Hi friends, today I want to take you through my monthly recap studio vlog where I get to show you what I was up to during July as a 26-year-old self-employed artist running my own small art business. Last month, I think I had a really good month of making art for myself and for fun, which I am super grateful for because during this month, I primarily worked on creating art for my shop update, which, by the way, is live as of the posting of this video, so you should go check it out if you like to. But I think it was a really good decision on my part to take things very easily on myself during June because July felt so fast-paced and the end came so much faster than I had expected. During July, I worked on creating a new collection of school-related designs to add to my shop. My process for creating designs or any artwork and illustrations is typically the same. I always start with a list of ideas and sketches, and from there, I then create my designs and start rendering them out. Here is a look at all the designs I made. I did all the sketches in my notebook and the full rendering on Procreate. Currently, I use the studio pen and monoline brushes for my art, and for adding any text, I always use Canva because to me, it's just easier to move the text around there. I also use Canva to make the shapes and some of the patterns for the designs of the stickers. As for personal art, I didn't have too much time this month to enjoy my sketchbook because I was busy with the shop update. However, even with a packed schedule and busy routine, I do try to make some effort to do some art for fun, even if it's just for 10 minutes each day. So I started to go through my almost filled sketchbook to fill in a lot of blank pages and spaces, and just to add a little bit of color and variety. Currently, I'm on a mission to finish my sketchbook. I've had it for about a year now, and I'm just so ready to move on to the next one. So I decided that I wanted to document the final pages of my sketchbook in the hopes that I will be motivated enough to get it done soon and to keep me somewhat accountable by posting it online. Here is the page that I did that I also shared on my TikTok and Instagram. I used the Caran d'Ache pastels for the full page, and I just had a lot of fun exploring the colors and trying out the pastels for the first time. I'm thinking of possibly doing a full sketchbook tour, so if that's something you're interested in or would like to see from me, go ahead and let me know down below. Currently, I share my workspace with my partner, which is also the spare bedroom in this house. The space we have here is limited, so I'm always keen to find ways to keep the space organized and tidy. My business is slowly growing and expanding, and in the near future, I would like to start making new products which I will need space to store here. So, in preparation for that, I made an order for a few things from IKEA. The main purchase was the Ivar shelving unit. It has 5 shelves, and I like it because it's pretty tall and comes very handy to maximize the vertical space here. I'm using this to store my Cricut, my button maker, and just various supplies that I'm going to be using, and I'm able to slowly grow into it as I keep expanding my business. Along with the shelves, I also got a few other accessories to go with it. I got these 2 observator baskets, which I'm using to store my yarn, and I also got a set of the Ivar hooks. It came in a pack of 3, so one of them is being used to hold my cutting mats for my Cricut, and the other 2 aren't being used yet, but I'm sure I'll find some use for them later on. But on the topic of cutting mats, I also got a pack of 2 light grip mats from HTV Ront for $8, and I used them for the first time when I was making stickers from the shop update, and I feel like I prefer them over the official Cricut ones. I mean, they're not that different, but for whatever reason, my Cricut mats always seem to crack when I bend them to peel my stickers off. But these HTV ones really held up when I was using them to make all of the products this month. From HTV Ront, I also got some more of the matte printable vinyl to use for my stickers and sticker sheets. They are my new favorite and go-to options for sticker paper, and I highly recommend them if you're looking for a new option. I also got some new pink and blue labels from MUNBYN. They kindly gifted me a label printer not too long ago, and it's really been an amazing addition for my packaging and shipping process. So I was very excited to have the opportunity to customize my packaging even further with these new labels. I decided that I wanted to use these to add color to my mailers because currently they were looking kind of plain with just the shipping label on them. I made these do not bend design for the front with the pink labels and this Happy Mail stamp design with the blue labels for the back. I love how these turned out, and it was just such a quick and easy thing to do. So if you're interested in checking out MUNBYN and their array of labels and printers, I'll leave a link for you to find them in the description below. As for fun things for myself, my boyfriend actually gifted me this super cute Winnie the Pooh backpack. It's from Hot Topic, and when I saw it, I immediately thought of my childhood. Because when I was a kid, I was obsessed with Winnie the Pooh. I mean, I still kind of am. And as a kid, I had this little cute, soft Winnie the Pooh backpack, and I love that thing so much. I took it everywhere, and I always kept like little things in the little pocket that it had in the back. Unfortunately, it did get lost at some point when I was a kid, and I have not stopped thinking about it since, so you can imagine how happy I am to have this new version now. Another fun personal purchase I made this month was this Halloween Mickey sweater. I know, we're still in summer, but I honestly could not resist when I saw this online. I mean, look at it. It's so cute, and I will definitely be wearing it as soon as the weather starts to cool down, because right now it's over 100 degrees every single day in Texas, so it's definitely not sweater weather time, but you best believe you're going to be seeing this sweater very often in just a few months. I'd also like to share some of my favorites for this month. To start off, for traditional media, I got these Caran d'Ache pastels last month, and I just love them so much, and I'm quickly becoming obsessed with them. I haven't gotten to use them a ton, but they've gotten me really excited to use my sketchbook more, and they make me feel just more creative, and it feels like I'm a little kid just drawing with crayons, so it's a really fun media to use. For my digital art making, I also got a cover for my Apple Pencil. It's a cute little bear, and it's just so fun to use and look at. The only thing that I don't like is that my folio case that I currently have on my iPad can't close when it's attached, and if my iPad is lying flat, it's not securely attached. But I rarely take my iPad out with me anyways, so it's not a huge issue, and to me, the cuteness makes up for the slight inconvenience. Along with tech-related items, I have been really appreciating my headphones lately. These are the Sony M5s, and I got these as a gift from my mom back in February for my birthday. Prior to these, I was using AirPod Pros, and they were great and all, and I still use them when I go to the gym, but they were getting old and weren't as good as when I first got them back in 2019. I now use my Sony headphones every day to listen to music, watch TV shows while I work, or simply to have on with the noise canceling feature turned on so that I can focus on what I'm doing. And my last favorite of this month, which is a favorite every month, is my journal. I started this journal in October of last year, so it's getting pretty thick and I'm about halfway through it. I love journaling, and I write a lot and very often because I really enjoy capturing moments of my life so that I can reflect on and just have a better tune with myself of what's going on in my life. Over the years, journaling has been a habit that I've really stuck to, and I've gone through countless journals, and so when I finished my last one, I wanted to give myself something that would last longer than a month. So I got this larger one that has over 300 pages, and the paper is really smooth, and it's a really enjoyable experience writing in here. In addition to making art and being creative, I also always really enjoy watching movies and TV shows. In July, the first movie I watched was Howl's Moving Castle. This was actually my first time watching it, and I absolutely loved it. I'm actually not sure how I hadn't seen it before, but I thoroughly enjoyed everything about it. I also watched Halloween Ends. It's one of those Michael Myers movies, and I think it's the last one in the series. Clearly, this month I was starting to get excited for fall and spooky season, but I actually enjoyed watching the scary movies, so I did enjoy watching this movie, despite the twisted plot and setting. The last movie I watched this month was Kimmy on Max. It's a thriller movie that follows a tech analyst who hears a horrific event in a data stream. It was an interesting movie and it was pretty well made, but it's not a favorite of mine. As for TV shows, I mainly watched episodes of Bob's Burgers. It's my go-to show to watch whenever I'm making art, and I come back to it very often. Surprisingly, however, I haven't watched all the episodes yet. I started watching the show back in 2020, and I'm currently on season 9, so I still have a good amount to watch. But Bob's Burgers isn't the only show I watched this month. I also started Modern Love on Amazon Prime. I think it's a limited series where every episode depicts a unique story about the ups and downs of different types of love, each inspired by a real-life personal essay from entries to the New York Times column Modern Love. I still have a few episodes to get through, but I really love this show, and I do recommend it if that sounds something like you'd enjoy too. Like I've already mentioned throughout this video, my primary task of this month was my shop update. Typically, during a shop update month, I try to keep the art making to the first 2 weeks. However, for this shop update, I was still finishing some of the art during the 3rd and 4th week. So I spent the last few days leading up to the launch making my products, taking product photos, and updating my website. It was a very busy and intense weekend leading up to the update, so I made sure to take the next few days after the launch very easily on myself to recover and prepare myself for the new month. But I'm very happy with the designs and effort I put in for the shop update, so if you'd like to check them out in more detail for yourself, and also take advantage of the back-to-school sale, I will leave a link for you to find it all down below. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more of what I have going on and to hear about my experience, please consider leaving me a like and subscribing. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!